Red and Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the man himself, Conor Benn. What's good, champ?
Yeah, all good, man. Out here in Sin City, trying not to sin.
Yeah.
It's hard though.
It's very difficult, especially if you go to the strip.
I haven't been to the strip yet. I've been here for, 3-4 days. I still ain't been to the strip, and I'm not going to the strip.
Yeah.
Get behind me, Satan.
That's the best thing you could do is not go to the strip.
Yeah, but then I go downstairs in my hotel, and then there's the casino, so all round.
Yeah, it's everywhere. But that's where the discipline comes in as a fighter.
Well, I'm out of camp, so.
Oh, you're not?
I
saw you were sparring Devin Haney.
I was doing some training with him. Doing some training with him. Obviously, he ain't sparring this week.
Oh, okay. That's
so
true. That's just a good point.
Yeah, just doing some training with him, man.
Okay, man. So, like, as far as you being in Vegas, are you just here on vacation or?
I'm here to support my stablemate, Martin Ward.
Martin Ward. Oh, that's right. Martin Ward.
Yeah, so he's final eliminator for the world title. Obviously, you know, he's as good as they come out of Britain. He's done everything in Britain. He's done everything in Europe. So now it's time to, grab the world.
Yeah, make that next step up.
Yeah, man, and it's exciting because it's what dreams are made of.
Okay. Well, as far as you're concerned, I really feel like when it comes to British boxing, you're one of the more interesting fighters right now. Obviously, you had the whole thing with your dad, you being his son, and you're really developing. Like that last fight against Samuel Vargas, I was absolutely blown away. With the performance.
Vargas was blown away as well. But we're always working and we're always learning, and that's the only important thing. Is school's never out.
Yeah.
But you know what? You got to be humble to gain wisdom.
It's true.
Because, and that applies to anyone in any walks of life, you've got to be humble to gain wisdom, to gain knowledge. And, humble's not a quality I lack. I'm very humble, I understand, I know not a lot about the game. I trust my team, who have been in this game 40 years deep. My confidence comes from them.
Tony Sims and all that.
Tony Sims. My confidence comes from my stablemates. My confidence comes from my promoter, Eddie Hearn. I've got the best team in the game. All I have to do is apply myself 100% in the gym. They take care of the rest.
Yeah, absolutely, man. How do you feel you're developing as a fighter? Because I know like 4 or 5 fights ago when you fought Cedric Pinoy, there was there were some questions about Conor Benn, and it seems like with every step I fight against like Formella and now Vargas, you seem to be answering them and showing a bit more levels.
You need fights like that. You need fights like Paynard. It's boxing.
It's true. It's a fight.
Now, what happened with the Paynard first fight? I just fought in New York beforehand. I had a severe facial allergic reaction. Google it, by the way, because it is freaky shit.
I'm gonna do that.
Google it. Have you seen Hitch?
I have seen it. Oh, with the thing where he had the benders drill? Yeah.
Now, my face was worse than that.
Okay.
This was 4 days before my fight in New York. I was on antibiotics, steroids for my face, and steroid creams. Get to clarify that.
I'm glad. Yeah, you have to.
Steroid creams for my face that I had to put on, and I knocked the guy out, Brandon Sanudo, body shot, and I was partying out in New York. You're a young kid.
Yeah,
I was what? I don't know, 19, 20. I was a young kid. I was like, cool, mate. I just fought in New York, knocked this fighter out, and
do it big.
Do it big. I'm in New York.
Yeah.
I'm in New York, baby. And then went to One Oak, partying, drinking, eating, and then Eddie's gone to me when I've come back. Oh yeah, do you want to fight on the show? I was like, yeah. Miami was already booked for December, and he's gone, yeah. Do you want to fight on the show? So I said, no, not really. I'm like 2 stone over the weight, and then he's gone, yeah. I've gone, all right then. It's just a nice little bit of money before I go to Miami. And then boom, got dropped in the first round twice. First thing I learnt from that is don't overlook anyone, no matter the record. Brandon Sanudo had a good record. And then before that, I knocked 2 undefeated fighters out. This guy's a bum. No man's a bum when they get in there. Because any man can cause nothing. I'm telling you.
It takes a lot of courage just to get in that ring, even just to spar, let alone fight under the lights on television.
That's what I'm saying. So then when yeah, you good? So when I got put down by him, I thought, cool. But the courage, the strength, the dog fight, that come out in me. And I didn't know I had that, so I'm glad I went through that early on in my career. I'll never overlook anyone. And I hope that's a lesson to many other fighters out there.
Absolutely, man. You know, with you being from the UK and you being a welterweight as well, there's a next generation of welterweights coming up now. You know, you got the likes of Vergil Ortiz, Jaron Ennis, guys like that.
Rashidi Ellis.
Rashidi Ellis, can't forget about him. Rashidi Ellis,
good fighter, isn't he?
One of the most underrated ones.
And he is. I don't know why his name ain't mentioned with the Vergil, Jaron and Conor.
You're right.
I don't know why his name isn't, because I love watching him fight.
Yeah.
I've messaged him before, because he's from Barbados, where I'm from. So yeah, you have that there. So I'm rooting for him. But yeah, I don't know why his name ain't mentioned up there, but he's my guy as well.
You're right. I'm actually glad you brought it up, because I probably wouldn't have mentioned it, because he doesn't get promoted enough. So
he should.
He should though.
And it frustrates me.
He should fight Vergil next.
Nah.
No, you don't think so?
He shouldn't fight Jaron and he shouldn't fight Vergil, because them three are the crop of the welterweights from America.
Okay, the young ones.
They're the young ones. So why not have them fight each other when three of them can grab world titles, and then fight each other? Why fight each other now?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
It don't make sense. Fight each other for a world title, or fight Errol Spence, Crawford.
Yeah, when it makes sense. When the dogs make sense.
So one of them three fight the top dogs. When they're out, then you guys fight each other.
Yeah.
And that's what I keep trying to say to these British fighters, but they don't understand the vision.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't understand us silly billies fighting each other like idiots when all of us can grab world titles, bring them home and then fight each other. Or make a showdowns.
Yeah.
But no logic.
Yeah. How do you feel like, well, in regards to those three guys you mentioned, how do you feel like you're developing in comparison to them? Like how do you feel you'd match up with like the likes of Ellis, Ortiz, and Boots?
They're hard fights. I mean, they're unbelievable fighters. Good amateur backgrounds. They do everything right. They can punch. Jaron Ennis is slippery, awkward, has mad skill sets
Can
about
switch,
him. Yeah, but Vergil Ortiz now is another different animal. He's spiteful, he can bang, he'll walk through you, he'll hunt you down. So that Jaron Ennis, them two, Vergil Ortiz, that's a serious fight.
That'd be a great fight.
And then obviously, you throw me in there, I've got a bit left to go. You know, before I start mixing it in with them. Obviously, they've got big amateur pedigrees.
Absolutely.
So, and you know, that's something sometimes I regret. But you know, when it's like another 5-6 years, guess whose body's going to be shutting down because of all the years of punishment they've taken?
Them?
Yeah, not me. Because I'm fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, you look fresh as a daisy, man.
Yeah, I'm fresh as a daisy. So I trust my team, my promoter. They take their time with me. Because where am I going to be like in 5 years when I'm 29?
Be a big problem.
Only 24.
Yeah.
So, you know, I ain't got to rush into these hard, big fights now.
No, you're right. I agree with you.
I got time.
If you had it your way, like, well, when the time, not now, but when the time came, if you had it your way, of those three, who would you want to fight the most? Which one of those guys would really get you excited? I know they all would, but
I'll probably say Vergil.
Vergil?
Yeah. I'll probably say Vergil, because, and he messaged me after I knocked Vargas out. He's gone. He's gone. Oh yeah, well done on your fight. It was a good knockout and that. And then, so when you're talking power, obviously I can bang. You know, I'm a heavy hitter. That's without saying. So yeah, I wouldn't say he's got more power than me. I know he's got a good knockout ratio, but you know, my power's developing. So that would be a fight that would definitely get me going.
Yeah, that could be a future pay-per-view fight one day.
100%.
Yeah.
That'd be that. 100%.
We're talking about maybe like a Cowboy Stadium type of thing. Like,
Definitely.
Yeah, bringing the Brits.
How many does it hold?
100,000. For Canelo, it was 73,000, but 100,000 in total.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, what did you know how to speak Spanish? Because you speak better Spanish than me.
Sí, puedo hablar español.
Yeah.
Sí, I grew up in Spain. I lived in Spain for 12 years.
Okay.
So all my friends were from South America. Like, I mean, you had like different slangs. Obviously, people from Argentina,
Puerto Rico,
Ecuador, Cuba, Bolivia. Bogota,
Chile,
Venezuela.
yeah.
So you had all of them there. So my Spanish is a little bit messed up because I just learned from them.
Yeah, and you got all the different countries. You got droplets of all the countries.
Yeah. But then I lived in Spain where it's like Spanish, mainland Spanish. So it's like Catalan, and so it's all just like one syllable, just one big ball of
It's melting pot of
messed up
Spanish and
Spanish.
Yeah.
Probably don't make sense some of the things I say, but
Sammy Vargas understood you.
he didn't. I translated it for him. Fight night, I translated what I said.
Yeah.
The straight 1-2.
Bang bang, get out of here.
Bang bang, yeah. Do you know what? I told people I wouldn't be surprised if I got him out there in the first round. Like, and people were going, "Oh, you're too cocky, you're too." Nah, I just know what I can do. And it's not it's not your job to believe me.
That's your job.
That's my job to believe me. I don't care about you. Because at the end of the day, you're not me. You're not in beside my head. You don't know what I do. You don't know what I've had to sacrifice to get here. You don't know what I've had to do to get to where I am. So, you know, think what you want. I know me. I know what I can do. And that's all that matters. Anything you want to do in life, again, any walks, it can be business, it could be accountant, it could be lawyer, it could be whatever it is. You know what you can do. And don't let anyone tell you what you can and you can't do. Let their fears be their fears. That's why they are where they are, pointing the finger. Because they're clearly not in a better position. Because they won't be pointing fingers. I don't point out fingers at nobody. Nobody. Why?
That's not what a man does.
It's not what a man does, and it's not what a man who's winning does.
Yeah.
So don't let anyone tell you you can't do nothing. Don't let anyone tell you, but yeah. No. And don't change the way, I ain't gonna change the way I am so you like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Imagine living in a world where you're so insecure that you need to please every single person to like you.
Get them all to like you and whatnot. Yeah. That's corny.
But loads of people are like that. Fortunately, I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, I've got my team around me. I've got everyone around me that needs to be around me. I've got my wife, I've got my baby. I've got my parents at home who raised a young man. I've got my Tony, my trainer, my agents, my lawyers, my managers, my promoters, my good friends.
You got what you need in place.
I got what I need, so I ain't gonna change the way I am for anyone to like me. I'm true in my identity. I'm secure in my identity. I know what I am. I know what I represent. I know what I stand for.
I respect that a lot, you know, because I talk to a lot of fighters. I've been around for a little bit, and I met a lot of fighters over the years. And sometimes, like, I talk to fighters, and you can tell they're put on the front. They're not really being themselves. You seem to be 100% yourself all the time. Camera, no camera, you just Conor Benn.
That's
what you
who
see,
I am.
what you get. Yeah.
What you see is what you get. My dad once said to me, I don't know if you understand it, but the higher the monkey climbs, the more he shows his batty. You know what I'm saying?
I know what it means.
So eventually you get found out if you're not being yourself.
Get exposed.
You get exposed. But imagine being living in that world where I can't be me. Imagine.
That'd be sad.
Yeah, you're in a cage. At the end of the day, I am who I am. Take it or leave it. If you don't like me, I don't care. I've never had one person come to me and go, nah, I don't like you, mate. Nah, you're arrogant. Never. It's all over social media, which is fine.
That's what everybody does, talking on social media.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant because it's funny because no one's ever said that to my face, ever. And not that they. It's life, man. It's life. It is what it is.
Okay. You got me fired up, man. I'm ready to go attack the day now. You got me all fired up to go.
I'm just spitting some gems.
Yeah.
Because it's the truth. It's the truth, man. Yeah. Don't let anyone tell you can't do nothing. Yeah. Honestly. And people who live in that world of, like, I was rubbish at first, wasn't I? I was terrible.
Very.
So imagine then if I, very, exactly. Yeah. Imagine if I'd listened to everyone who said I wasn't gonna make it.
Oh, you would have hung it up and started working at Tesco's.
I did think about it. Maybe not Tesco's.
Not Tesco's, but something else.
Something similar. Yeah. But imagine if I listened to them. And I was bad at first. There was no hope for me. Come on, be real. You thought, this guy's not.
I was like, this guy's a hype job. British hype job.
Hype job. The hype train.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm like, when I watched the first Pino fight, I'm like, yeah, it ain't gonna last too long for Conor.
No, yeah.
But then eventually, you give fighters time to improve.
Well,
fans should give fighters.
Yeah, but they didn't, and neither did you.
Well, no. When you lost the Pino fight, I said, okay, well, he's in a rematch. Let me see what he does. And then you showed a better performance, and you showed improvements.
I won the Payman fight, though, by the way.
I know you won the first one, but I'm saying second one you were better. The performance
the second one was harder than the first.
Yeah.
For me, I found the second a lot harder.
Did
than
you really?
The first. I did. Oh. Why?
Why?
Because he could actually really punch.
Yeah.
Like, he threw a punch at a pace and he come out southpaw. So the whole media work for the whole week, he was orthodox. On the night, he switched southpaw and messed everything up. But then I also had this injury on my hand. I done that on the Friday, a week before. Yeah.
Jesus.
I done that a week before the fight. I done that in my last spar. So now when you spar a southpaw, the best punch to throw...
Straight right hand. Southpaw killer.
Southpaw killer. What punch did I put him down with? This right hand 3 times. But then also, he was hitting it. He throws at a pace where it's not quick and it's not slow, but it's like an awkward speed.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm saying.
Does it come from like, would you say it came from like a weird angle?
No, so it's not like a boom where I can go like that, and it's not slow, so I can just counter. It's like a but it's heavy.
Yeah. So you can see the punch. I know he's not George Foreman, but they said the thing about George Foreman, like George Foreman will throw these punches, and you can see him coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
When they hit you, you felt them, and they got your respect.
And that's exactly that.
Yeah.
So it was hard, but you need fights like that. The second fight again showed a lot of courage and showed what I'm about.
Yeah. All right, Conor. Well, I'm gonna let you go, but before we end the interview, is there any message you want to give to the boxing world about what you got going on moving forward?
I just want to say a shout out to my US supporters. I mean, grateful for all your support, and I'm gonna bring some entertainment over here from London.
Absolutely. Conor Benn, a gentleman as always. Thank you for talking the true school of sports.
Pleasure.